I was 44,000. So I've driven a whole bunch just driving here.
Are you guys done yapping? Yeah.
Okay. We was waiting for you, Macho Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna start off this podcast today. I'm gonna drop an album. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Unwanted Podcast, the podcast that nobody asked for but everybody needs. We're here today with myself, your host Eddie. We got Max in the house, Darvis, and that's it. TJ's not here today.
Yeah,
that's
no
okay.
TJ today.
It's all right. We'll keep rocking along. We'll see him down the line. But he's gonna miss a very important episode here, an exclusive one.
You're not lying.
You are all gonna be witness to something crazy, something we've never done before, which is we're gonna talk about some stuff that people shouldn't be talking about. Darvis,
Yeah, let's talk about it.
let's talk about it.
Yes, let's.
So we've trying to figure out what we want to do with this podcast. We narrowed down to wrestling as our main thing, but we're not just all wrestling, right? We love sports, so we wanna talk to you. We wanna talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
So there's been a lot of crazy stuff, and we just want to share a little bit about ourselves with you guys. We're big, like I said, we're big fans. I'm a baseball guy, basketball guy, soccer guy, so I feel like we can't ignore all the cool stuff that's happening. And today, we are shooting this, and Venezuela just won the WBC. The Lakers are on a fucking tear.
Yes, they are.
And so that's where we're at. Max, you were at the game, right? With against the Nuggets.
Yes.
Are we for real? Are we back?
Yes, we are for real. And you know why? I think it's because LeBron James, in his kingliness, has decided that he is going to actually accept his role, and he is going to score when needed and play defense all other times.
It's about damn time.
Yes, the guy literally tore up his knee the other night during the Nuggets game that I was at, and he tore it up because he actually saw the ball go loose, and he dove on his ass for this ball. And after the game, he posted a picture where he's got a big gash in his knee, because of the hardwood floor. It's cool. Look, you can say anything you want about LeBron James. You can, because, there's plenty to talk about, good and bad. Yeah. But you will not tell me that this year he is not putting the effort on defense, because he totally is putting in the effort on defense. Same with Luka.
Well, for the first half of the year, it was kind of up and down. He was dealing with injuries.
Sciatica.
So now that when you old...
Yeah, that's an old person's disease right there.
You better not be looking at me.
When you old, your ailments start to take a lot longer to recuperate from. But I think this is going to be his last year in L.A., so I think he's trying to make it count.
You think he's going to go back to Cleveland or retire there?
Yeah, probably take Bronny with him.
Take Bronny with him too.
Yeah, what's the point? There's no point in keeping Bronny.
But I was thinking, LeBron doesn't even need to play for the team that he retires for. He could literally just go to the Cavaliers and be like, "All right, I'm done. I retired a Cav." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what is there left for LeBron to prove? Right?
Nothing.
I think it's important for him to win this year, to do it at the age that he's doing it, to just be like, I can still do it. I'm not the best player, but this is what's going to happen. We're going to win one more, and then I can kind of ride off to the sunset.
Right off to the sunset,
man. He deserves it.
The Lakers don't need to be paying the money he wants.
No.
I mean, he's taken several pay cuts since joining the Lakers just to build the team. But that is a good point, Darvis, because at a certain point, it's just what more are you going to accomplish, even if you feel like you have to prove something?
Well, he's at this point, he's kind of holding us hostage because the Austin Reeves situation. Let's be clear, anybody will pay Austin Reeves the money to be one of their best options.
Yeah.
Now, him being our second best option without LeBron there, does that equal championship stuff, or who do we need? Who can we get? If we get rid of LeBron and we open up the money, we have Luka. Do you want AR back? And who else do you want, Darvis?
I'll take Luka. I'll take AR. And we need somebody who's gonna shake up the game. That's what we need. We need somebody who's going to shake up the game. Because all the pickups that the Lakers have gotten, like in the past, they've been okay, but they're not like world beaters. They're not.
We're gonna turn into the Dodgers, right? Like the Lakers are gonna turn into the Dodgers. If you have Luka, you have AR, and you can get that next guy, whether it be. I didn't really need an assist there, but okay.
You're welcome.
If you have Luka and you have AR playing the way they are, and you can convince someone like, what's his name? Sorry, the Greek Freak to come over, Giannis or Jokic, whatever. I know those are dream scenarios. But
you're gonna have to move the world.
We have so much space to pick those up. It really is a matter of whether they want to come over.
I think it's LeBron. Like I said, it goes back to what you said, being held hostage. If LeBron goes, I think we'll get more recruitment from other people.
I'm saying, yeah.
You're not wrong there. I just feel like the biggest part of the equation is who is going to be our big man, who's going to be in the middle. And right now, it's all on DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes. Now,
you're still on this season. My bad. I skipped way into next season. Like for this season, I feel like they really aren't the contenders that we say. They never beat good teams. They beat the Nuggets, but it was like a hell of a lucky game in my opinion.
Okay.
The Lakers were up by 20 at some point. Okay, just put that in there. They basically almost gave up the game.
But they're still okay. All right, but the Nuggets are still a good team.
They're a great team.
And also the Lakers beat the Timberwolves and they also beat the Rockets just the other night. But
can they beat them in a series, bro? Like,
yeah,
I don't think so.
I think that the Lakers have the Rockets in a series handily. They don't have to worry about the Rockets. They got to worry about maybe the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Minnesota, OKC.
No, I'm not saying
Denver.
It's going to be an easy run. Okay, I'm not saying
it's
that
going to be
at
the
all.
hardest.
I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that right now, what we got to worry about is we are in winning content. We are in a winning position right now.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about next year, they have DeAndre Ayton still. If he proves in the rest of the season that he can actually be a big man in the middle,
right?
You can thumbs down, you can boo all you want. Lately, he's been stepping it up.
The guy's a dud, man. The guy's a dud.
He's serviceable, though. He's
serviceable. That's my point. If he can get to a point where he's more than serviceable, I think that the Lakers have a winning formula even without LeBron.
Yeah,
I don't want Aiden at all past this year. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I'm there with you, Eddie. I'm there with you. But keep in mind, DeAndre Ayton has been on teams where he's had a lot of the load. He's got a lot of the load now because Jackson Hayes isn't necessarily a starting center.
No, he's not.
So he's got a lot of the load now, and it also depends on the Lakers' game plan because a lot of the time you'll see a game where the Lakers don't even get him involved.
Here's the big thing. Yeah. That was the game plan. And he goes, I don't want to be Clint Capella, bro. I don't want to be Clint Capella. Bro, that's what they need. You have three guys that are elite ball handlers, playmakers, and you want the ball? Shut your ass up. Get in the paint, score the buckets. Don't be asking for the ball. Darvis, am I wrong?
Nah, you ain't wrong, man. That's real. I would say this. I would keep Ayton if there is not another big man that would be better than him.
There's not. However, if you want to if at the end of the season you want to really go for him, you could put Giannis at the 4, keep Ayton at the 5, and that way you have more stretch in that position because Giannis can also guard the rim. But the problem is that DeAndre Ayton is a lot like Anthony Davis, in which, in the way that I know, he's a lot like Anthony Davis, not in the injuries, but you'll see a lot of the time Anthony Davis, when he gets the ball, he would prefer to go away from the basket than towards it.
Okay.
DeAndre Ayton is a little bit like that because whenever he gets in, like even last night, or not last night, but Saturday night, there were points where he had an opportunity to put in a putback, right? And it rolled around the rim. Happened again against the Rockets just the other night. Mm-hmm. And you know, there are centers that are going to put themselves a little more toward the rim and be able to be strong like that. If he can prove at some point, which he did
What
in the
point,
last.
though? It's already like the last couple games of the season.
No, I know, but last night he proved that he can in fact do that. The last 4 minutes of the game against the Rockets were some of the best I've ever seen DeAndre Ayton play. He got rebounds, blocks, he was putting back buckets, he was getting offensive rebounds and kicking them back out to open guys. Like it's one of those things where if you have the guys that can do it and they prove that they can do it, keep them in there. Keep them in there. Don't change too much, because if once you change too much, you run into a situation where you're like, we got all the talent and not the results, and you're gonna get the results if you just stick with the game plan. That's
So
winning.
in crunch time, Darvis, what's your what 5 guys are you putting out there?
For the Lakers?
Yeah. It's crunch time. Last 2 minutes of the game. Let's say it's a tied game. Who's on the court?
Well, it's got to be Luka. It has to be Reeves. You have to put LeBron, of course. You got to put Ayton in there, and then Smart. That's
So when we say I guess, right? That means that's really the spot that we're like always tinkering with.
Those are the main 5 guys, though.
Those are the starters.
And then you look at
just named
everybody-
the starting lineup. That's what you just did.
But you look at everybody else, it's like,
Now,
And get in where you
that's
fit
where
in.
we're getting. What I said that specifically because I wanted to bring up the fact that you said it depends on all the guys around them, bro. If they can't like. Aiden is not Pau Gasol or like some of these other like big dudes like Anthony Davis. That's why I disagree wholeheartedly, because if LeBron was out or somebody was out and we had to run our offense through AD, we could, but we can't do that through Aiden. Like he's not.
you don't need
that
to.
guy.
We don't need to.
We have fucking Luka Doncic, my guy.
Yes, but he doesn't want to do
Luka
that.
Don Crip.
Man, he's not getting a shot. He's already in a lot of trouble, Darvis. You don't gotta bring more trouble, bro. He's already like with his kids and his ex-wife, bro. I'm trying to put him on another side and cause trouble. Look, the Lakers are in a good spot, but I just think they're the fakers. Okay, you're not the Lakers. You're the fakers. We're not. You guys are not real contenders. I wish that it was true, but we can't beat the good teams. Not in a series. No way.
Yeah, they're too youthful right now.
That bench, bro. That bench. We could make like the 12th and 11th guy on that bench. It's not. That bench sucks.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, all right. The bench is not great, but let's name the bench.
All right, look,
Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is being serviceable.
Serviceable, yes.
He's being serviceable.
Imagine that is the title for your.
No. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut
Hey,
your fucking
is,
mouth.
Is Max good at sex? He's serviceable. Like that's not a good definition of
All
somebody.
right.
But keep going down the list. You got Hayes, you got Laravia.
Jake Laravia was going to be the next one.
He's had an up and down season though.
Yeah.
You got Luke Kennard who came through the
Kennard.
trade.
And he already leads the team in the bench in threes.
Luke Kennard has the best.
That's what he does.
Yes,
though.
Luke Kennard has the best efficiency percentage at the 3-point line, meaning he's better than Steph Curry, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to discount this. The bench isn't great, but like we have guys that can play defense and score buckets when
We
needed.
have a guy. One guy.
No. You're not going to act like the whole bench doesn't play defense. Keep in mind, though, the Lakers are known. The Lakers are known as a team that doesn't play a lot of defense. If you have guys that can actually play defense late in games, which they've proven they can in the last few games, if you have those guys, that will be enough to then get LeBron and Luka and Reeves and Ayton back on the court, so you can have that smooth machine-like movement.
Do you think that LeBron then, like in these stretches, LeBron has to be an elite defender? Like he has to stop playing both sides. I think he's too old to like kind of do that role. But when you have AR and Luka out there on the floor, bro, that's a defensive liability.
Look, I'll say it like
the worst kind.
Yeah, it is, but I'll say it like this though. If you out there on the court, you gotta play.
Yeah,
you got to play the game. You got to play the game. You got to play the minutes. And
if you got to go to work, you got to put it to work.
Like if you out there, you out there for a reason. Like
if you're in the ocean, you got to swim.
You gotta swim. Like, that's just what it is.
Like, okay, but the thing is that nobody. Eddie, I'm sorry. I disagree with what you
That's
said.
okay. It's okay.
In the last few months,
Not everybody has like box seats like you do.
not box seats, not box seats. In the last few months, Luka has also proven to the people that said he didn't play defense that he can play defense. No matter what you want to say, I don't care.
You already saw me loading up. Bro.
No matter what you want to say, I don't care. Luka had like 3 good steals at the end of the game to clinch it the other night. Like, it's about anticipation. If Luka is not the best shape, if he's not the best in shape guy on the court, then he's got to make up for it in anticipation. And I think he definitely does.
He's bordering on James Harden level of defense.
You're not wrong, but
Yeah,
James Harden can play some good defense at some points.
No, bro. I'm sorry. James Harden is also trash. I'm a big hater. That's
You
what I
are
am.
a big hater.
all the older guys and all the older vets in the league, they just gotta want to play defense when they want to. That's just what it is. Like, they turn it on and they'll turn it off. You know what I mean?
That's always been like the Lakers motto. Like, we're like, oh, we'll turn it. We have a switch. Oh shit! The Lakers always had like that thing where it's. Sorry, guys.
That's the Laker guys.
No, don't apologize for that.
That's
That is
the-
content
That
right
was
there.
like Anthony Davis's knee right there. bro.
That's
It's
the
just
Laker
like,
guys telling you shut the hell up
That was what's his
and know
name?
your role.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Yeah. I guess. Well, anyways, with that being said, now I shot your mouth. Let's transition a little bit. Keep it in the theme of sports entertainment now.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go.
I'm sorry, is this a sports entertainment podcast?
It's gonna be a sports and entertainment podcast because the Oscars happen too. So maybe we'll get to
Okay,
that.
maybe we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah. So, like I said, weeks are going good. Basketball's exciting, so wrestling has something to compete with. But wrestling and the NBA Finals are kind of like around the same thing. What would you be more excited for? WrestleMania, the way it's going, or a Lakers in the World Championship?
Who are you asking?
Whichever one.
All right. All right, so we know that we've had our issues. You guys, if you listened to the recent episodes, you know we got our issues. But this week's Raw, this week's Raw really cooked. I gotta say, we got Brock versus Seth, and we got Brock versus Oba in the same thing. I got a theory. I think that because Seth is coming back and he's in the process of coming back, right? He's still not cleared, but what he can do is he can make the life of every one of his enemies hell until he's actually ready to come back.
Yep.
And then what he's going to do, he said it on Raw, is that he's going to destroy the vision. He's going to end it. And he's going to build back with a new one. And this is the first recruitment, which is Oba Femi. And he's going to take on Brock. Come on, bro. You don't see this vision?
Not Oba. No.
Okay, but at least for now, like you're telling me that this team of trying to get revenge on the Vision isn't good. You got Oba Femi who can single-handedly take out the biggest problem in the Vision.
Yeah, no, I would say that Seth in yet another stable when the last one didn't work out, even though he had like really good guys in there with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, like it just didn't work.
No, I agree.
And so I think Seth in another stable is probably the worst thing you could do for Seth. I would prefer it be him on his own with this new character you mentioned. I think you mentioned it last week, where it's just like him being kind of like serious.
He's back to old school Seth, yeah.
And that's cool with me, and it's cool to see where it's gonna go. Take some more time off after WrestleMania. I'm okay with it. Mm-hmm. Figure that character out. Let other people breathe on top. Mm-hmm. I think he could partner up with LA Knight. LA Knight has a very good gripe.
He could partner up with LA Knight.
The Vision, because they put him out for a good minute. So if he's the one that ends it with Seth, that's a good storyline ending.
I agree.
To
I
the
agree.
Vision and LA Knight looks like a fucking $1 million.
Now, Darvis, either you or TJ was right last week. You said that Logan and Austin were going to go for the tag titles. That also brings good
was
ammo. That was you?
Yeah, it was-
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Sorry,
Somebody
Eddie.
on this
Sometimes
pod.
I forget that you run this podcast. You know? Sometimes I forget. But anyway, so if they go after the tag titles, that's also good ammo for Jay and Jimmy to also get
Yes,
in
sir.
on the action. And you got Seth, Knight, and then the Usos fighting the rest of the Vision. Assuming they come back at some point, you got to put Braun and Bronson in there somehow.
Well, Bronson's definitely not coming back.
Well, he's coming back at some point.
Bronson is gonna be out for.
But he's coming. But my point is, he's coming back at some point. Where are they going to put him? They got to put him in somewhere, and I feel like maybe some residual animosity.
I think for Bronson, it is gonna be a year and change.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So
a torn bicep, you don't come back from that quickly.
Yeah.
And what about Braun Breaker? How long is he gonna be gone for?
There's still talks with him maybe making it to Mania, but
Yeah, he's already in
Maybe.
recovery. He had the surgery. You know, we'll see how that goes. But, I
you
think
are right though. Sorry, Max.
Go ahead,
The,
go ahead.
the Monday Night Raw was a good shot
Very
of,
good.
of what what we kind of want to see, and I'm hearing this so much from all the actual wrestlers. They're telling us to shut the fuck up. Specifically, you. No, but
Just watch the fucking product.
you're right. So, and I take offense to that because it's not so much that we're like, oh, we don't like it, we're gonna stop watching, or like it's complaining.
that.
We're as much part of this whole thing than whatever CM Punk is. No matter what you want to say, bitch, and that we don't matter, bro. It matters. Like the interactions matter. I'm being such a hyperbolic character right now. So just stop bitching, do your job, just wrestle. I'll fucking put you to sleep.
Dude, I actually like what they're doing with Punk right now. He's like a heel champ at the moment.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
him.
fucking with Roman, and Roman is giving it back. Like
Yeah.
even that interaction during Raw the other night was just
but then
awesome.
he said that one thing, the main trigger word. What was it? He called him old.
Old.
He's like, you're old.
Yeah, I love
Decked him.
how Roman said it too, because he looked him in his eye and he went, "You're old."
Yeah, no, dude, come on. I don't even get mad at that. Like that was the main. He talked shit about his wife, all this other stuff, but calling him Punk old is what gets him. Come on.
Who gives a shit, bro?
I mean, you
who
know,
gives a shit?
nobody likes to be called old when they still believe they still got it. You know what I mean? So
Especially when they actually do still got it.
he and then he gave him one. But did you see at the end, Roman was like, "Who's in whose head now? You say one thing, boom."
That's what I'm saying is I feel like that's good. If one of them is getting mad over something that's real, like insulting their dead father, and then the other one is getting insulted over something like being called old.
I think that's stupid, especially when you see on the other brand, fucking Randy Orton's cutting Cody Rhodes open and beating the shit out of him, and then you're old. That's real. Well, that bro, they're gonna switch the main events, bro. Punk's gonna lose it again.
You know, Eddie, that's a
You
good.
think Punk's gonna lose?
No, I'm saying he's gonna.
Oh.
He right now they're scheduled for Sunday, but like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton are doing their best to be like, bitch, that's our spot. Like they're doing their best.
Eddie, you made a good segue too, because speaking of the Cody and Randy situation, again on Raw, there's another part where they're just cooking, and they decided to make Randy basically have a phone call with some. Who do you think he was on the phone with? He said something about there being another royal family,
Well,
and
yeah.
I'm wondering who that could be.
You know, in the intro, right, for Cody, I don't know if he still does it, but at the beginning it's
Yeah.
like wrestling has more than one royal family.
Exactly.
Right? So Orton's also he comes from
And he's a third, fourth generation.
he should be a third generation
Yeah.
wrestler. So he could be talking to his dad. I seriously doubt that he's talking to like the DiBiase's, because them motherfuckers in trouble. And it would be nice if it was them, because the storyline, it makes sense. But it more than likely it's probably his dad, bro. And it's fine, like him coming out with his dad to like for him to win his last championship, and then he goes, "Where's your dad, bitch?" Oh,
yeah.
right.
and then he could also say, "Where's your brother?" too.
Damn. You're a stupid weird brother.
Well, so my thing though is that like you guys aren't a little bit disappointed that it's not another like current wrestler that he's talking to maybe like start a real feud and maybe another faction. You don't think that that's?
I don't know if I need it. I think if they're gonna,
Maybe not.
They're gonna go 1-on-1. I got over the Jacob and Drew thing. If they're gonna be making it a little bit exciting with Drew quitting, whatever they're gonna do at this point,
They did that once already by putting him on suspension.
right?
They did that already.
So it is kind of recycled, but like at this point, if they're committed to doing Randy versus Cody, I feel like they shut up a lot of people by going, "No, you do want to see this," and that's cool. I think at this point, I'm okay with it.
They got me invested,
Right,
Because
like-
with both championship title matches,
Those are set.
I
Those
don't
are
know.
good.
I don't know who gonna win. Because
That's
the storyline has got me so invested. Roman coming at Punk, calling him Phil. Like, you calling me by my name, bro. Like, my name is CM Punk in the ring, but you're calling me by Phil. Like, you're making this like real personal.
It's funny that you think that because clearly CM Punk was like, you think it's actually an insult to call me by my government name? Like everybody
No,
calls me
but
Phil outside the ring.
Part
Like,
of
it's no big
what
deal.
he's saying though, and maybe it's our job kind of to be really deep into this stuff. Is listen to what Roman is saying, right? He's telling him, I gotta come back and hear from people in the back that you're this or you're that and blah blah, and that you're always complaining and that you don't do the things that I do. You don't do them the way that I do. I leave when I was champ, and there's some truth to it because CM Punk, I think in his first run he was ridiculed because he said, "Oh, as a locker room leader," and everybody laughed. Everybody's like, "You're not no fucking leader, bro." Like, so CM Punk, for as much as he wants to be this guy that's like the voice of the voiceless for the backstage people, he rubs people the wrong way a lot,
Yeah.
and they don't fuck with him like that. So I'm sure that there's some truth to it that Roman's kind of coming back like, oh, this motherfucker don't do this, he don't do that. Shit, he don't do it like I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there's some truth to it. That those promos probably sting a little bit. There's some truth to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
They're coming at each other. I can't wait to see what Cody comes with on Friday. If he even shows up on Friday, because he took an ass
He
whooping.
took an ass whooping. Yeah.
Like, I saw a fucking thread or a post that said that was like the best blading they've seen in 15, 20 years or something like
It
that.
was good. People knew. I mean, like when usually they do it when they go behind the desk,
Yeah.
because that's where like they're all covered and stuff. But I mean, it's a good blade job. I like it. I respect it at this day and age.
It's like, I
2026.
know he didn't really get like his head didn't get sandwiched in between.
Oh, but it looked
stair.
real.
But it
It
looked
looked good.
The visuals, the camera cuts, like
It looked good.
It
Especially
was-
with Cody just lying there lifeless like
Lifeless.
that. That was crazy,
like
dude.
fucking come save me right
It was
now.
crazy.
Like,
That's what I think I like about Cody and all of his feuds a lot is that he's not worried. He's not afraid to do the crazier stuff. Even with his feud with Drew when he got Claymored through the announce desk, that was cool. He was all bloodied up. Like that was awesome. Like he's not afraid to do that. And I feel like that's one thing that is a plus side of him being given a title that he didn't deserve is that he has now more opportunities to just bring a little bit more of the intensity to the wrestling world.
Well, I guess with all the injuries and whatever, they want to draw it up and lock this in. It's going to be Punk versus Roman. It's going to be Cody versus Randy. It's like, all right, enough of our bitching and moaning. This is what it is. They still got to go out there and make the best of that situation. And I feel like they did. Like, I feel like they really killed it. It's like, who else? Like, Oba versus Brock now looks like a great... Like, everybody wants to see that. No matter the outcome, if it's like a really, like, what do you call it, dusty finish or whatever it is. Do you really think... I think... Darvis, you said you don't know who's gonna win, right? With those two matches,
I have no idea.
Do you think who's gonna win between Ova and Brock? right? Isn't that the intrigue? Because he could lose technically.
So I would say that it could go either way. So Brock can take the loss, right? Make Oba look good.
The more likely
But
situation.
it's not gonna hurt Oba if he loses to Brock either, though.
Yeah, because he's new.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a lot easier to make it sell.
I think it would be good if Oba did lose because he is a monster and he's gonna go places. The kid's only like 27. He looks fucking old as fuck, but he's only.
He does.
27.
He looks a little older. Yeah.
Like what sounds better from hearing from Michael Cole, the ruler dominated the beast, or the beast conquered the ruler. Like what
think
sounds better hearing from Michael Cole?
The beast conquered the ruler because at this stage in his career, and it's said that Brock's contract is up at SummerSlam.
Oh,
And
really?
we talked about our guy, your guy, right? Your guy Gunther.
Oh.
Fuck you, Gunther.
If Brock wins, but he wins in a way where it's like he cheated and he had to do all these crazy things to actually get the upper hand on Oba. He cheated. He barely won. He got tested. He's like, oh shit, bro, I don't have it like I did.
Yeah.
That leads to a storyline where, like, Gunther could be like, yo, you don't got it, bro.
You don't got it.
Ooh, Gunther versus Brock. And okay, so here's the thing though. I feel like that would work even if they decided to make Oba win because
Oh yeah, it works even better.
it
You're
works.
right, it does.
It works that way too because I don't have a problem with Brock winning, but I do have a problem with the match if Brock wins because it's going to have to be quick. As we've discussed before, Brock is on basically a snap count in terms of WWE.
But I do. That's what I'm saying. It does matter. Like he gets pushed to a limit where he doesn't do what he does. So even he looks sloppy. If he has to cheat, that's a good. That's a good story for him.
Yeah. You know what? That would be fine. And maybe even make the match a little bit longer, but make him cheat a whole bunch.
Yes.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Sloppy as fuck. He got away with it. Now he's.
I'd be okay with that.
So then after Gunther retires, Ray at Mania. I love you, Ray, but it's
are we
over.
confirmed? Are we
No,
confirmed
we're not
with that,
confirmed,
or?
bro. But
I mean, it could happen, and honestly, I can't think of a better send off for Ray.
right.
Because, like, what's going to be a better send off? He beats his son? Like,
Well,
I think, yeah, actually,
well, right
come on,
now,
though. You really want Ray to whoop on Dom for his last match?
he's not gonna.
You think he would lose to Dom even if they gave him a match?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Dom goes over on his dad and retires him. But I think just for the storyline's sake, it
to
just
be the
makes-
best Mysterio.
It makes so much sense for.
He's not the best Mysterio, though. Are we
He's
really going to
not.
leave
No.
the story there?
No. He,
Like,
plus,
come
he's a
on.
Guerrero, right? Like,
No. I'm sorry. Dominic Mysterio is full on Mysterio. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. His imitation of
what are
Eddie
you talking
Guerrero's.
about, bro? He had Eddie's story time, bro.
I don't
And
care,
story
bro.
time, he
You're
told
telling me that his Three Amigos impression is just as good as Eddie Guerrero's.
bro,
Three
when he
Three
does the
Amigos?
topo, he just looks just like him, bro.
He's much better. He's much better at the 619, in my opinion.
Dom,
Tom, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he-
much better at the 619 than he is at the
he
fucking
does it.
Three
He
Amigos.
does it real clean.
Yeah, so that's my point. Is like, you could give Dom the match with Ray, but if you want Ray to be retired at the end of it, then have him lose to Gunther after beating Dom. I don't think you can have Dom beating him and still have his send off be good.
I don't know if we'll get Gunther at Mania right now
he
because
has to, dude.
he's from what TJ told me, he just had a baby, so he's on
Oh.
paternity.
He didn't pop
He's
it
on-
out.
he's
All
on
right,
paternity
all right. I'm gonna
Bro,
take.
okay, Darvis. I'm sorry, bro. If you had a kid and he was born already, and you still go wrestle at Mania, bro.
Yeah, I mean Jimmy.
If he was born already,
I
yeah,
mean Jimmy
sure.
just had
Yeah.
his baby. They just had their baby. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you still got to go to Mania.
that's crazy. How long has Naomi been out? Has she been out that long?
A year. Yeah.
No,
I think she stopped like in February.
no,
Yes.
that can't be.
When was
she
Money
didn't
in the
announce
Bank?
that she didn't announce that she was pregnant until like August. Yeah, bro.
When
she
was
did-
Money in the Bank?
Yeah, she won Money in the Bank, which was not. It was probably just after summer, right?
You don't remember?
Good thing the camera's not on Darvis. That would have been funny.
Oh shit.
But anyway, no. I just think Naomi. Wait, you really think Naomi's been out a year already?
I think so. Am I wrong?
I don't think so.
I'm trying
6
to-
months.
Either way,
6 months at
what you're
most.
saying so Jimmy had a kid not too long ago, but he's still gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he could be. I mean, Gunther could come back, but what work does he have? Because you know what? I thought he was gonna come out during that Dragon Lee and Penta match. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna be Dragon Lee getting interrupted by Gunther.
That was just horrible timing on my part. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Chava, if you're watching this, bro. You got caught in the act. My bad.
Oh, okay,
that
I'm
was
sorry. I'm sorry. Continue, Darvis.
No. I was just saying, like, I thought Gunther was gonna interfere in the Dragon Lee match.
Yeah, but
he
they didn't, right? I
was
thought
like,
so too.
I was like,
it would be a
okay.
good spot for him to go in there. It's a weird spot because like I feel like we want to connect a lot of stuff. Everything that's happening with the luchadores,
Yeah.
Penta, and then the Grande Americano situation, and then you have Dominic. He's holding the title.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if
AAA.
Dom, oh my God, I have to pause here because I really have an issue with a wrestler, like a serious issue.
Which one?
His name is Hijo del Vikingo.
Yeah, Vikingo. Yeah.
So so this week,
He took a loss, didn't he?
yeah, but he hit Dom. He threw the chair at Dom, so he cut him. So Dom right now is in concussion protocol. We don't even know if he's ready.
Yeah.
And
He
then
was not medically cleared
A couple
to perform.
weeks prior, he stomped all over Grande Americano, the Mexican one. And he just like kicked him in his head, and he like told the ref like, "Yo, like bro, till you tell him to calm down." Like, and he's like, "Bro," he just hit him again. Like that guy's unstable. Like, and it's not new. It's not new. No nuevo, güey. Ya te veo. Y te chinga la puta madre, güey. Si sigues haciendo esa cosa, güey.
Ooh, okay.
Tell him
Well,
in
I
Spanish,
got.
Darvis.
All right. Well, I got Gunther. You got Vikingo.
Vikingo, te va a partir la puta madre, güey.
He'll beat you up with his J's.
Speaking of which, if it's true that Gunther just had a child, I know I've been challenging you, but congratulations, my friend. I mean,
But
you know,
he's gonna raise his child to beat your ass.
it doesn't matter, bro. I could take dad, I could take kid, doesn't matter.
Darvis, who
What
who
else
you
can
want to
he
pick
take?
Darvis wants to pick a fight with Oba. That's what
Nah.
Or no, he wants to pick a fight with Javon, bro.
you can take Javon.
Nah,
Javon,
you're a
I'll,
hater. You're a hater.
I'll take Kofi. I'll take on Kofi.
Oh, you could take Kofi.
Give me Kofi.
Or Xavier, honestly. You
Give me
probably
the
take
new
either
day.
one.
Give me the new day as my feud.
the old day, more like it. Damn, bro. There's another group of guys that I love them, but can we make room for somebody else?
You know, I kind of like where they're at right now, where Kofi is trying to, recruit Javon into the
Javon
new
ain't
day.
messing with it. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not he's not going to do it, I don't think, but it'll at least lead to a good couple of matches, good storyline. I feel like, especially for Javon just coming into the main roster, I feel like that's cool.
Yeah. No, you know what? A lot of the guys that they're bringing up to the main roster, they've actually did a real good job with it. Actually, I ain't gonna hold you.
They've done a good
Javon, Trick, Mello. They're building up. They're building up Oba real nicely. Shit.
It's all because Triple H got called a racist. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at it from far away, it looks like he brought up like all these black, and then we talk about the luchadors. Like he's only pushing black and brown, but it's like, bro, for real, look, that was their time. If you watch NXT, Trick was next, and he's already passed Carmelo.
By far.
And Carmelo versus Trick Williams for the U.S. Championship
That's
at
coming.
WrestleMania. Boom, boom, boom.
That's coming soon.
That's going to be the best, one of the best matches of the night.
Yeah.
I think so because they both can go.
Yeah.
They both can go.
I would definitely book that match.
I would
It's not
too.
booked yet,
and they got
but
the
I would book
history.
it.
And they got the history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely good.
It's getting more exciting. So
yeah,
remember
I
we
would
were talking
agree.
shit a couple weeks ago, but now it's getting good.
Yeah.
And I'm a little excited.
Well, so here's the thing. I'm excited now for the
Watch
storylines.
parties. Oh, I thought you
Well,
were
I'm excited now for the storylines, and I have a reason to be excited for those storylines because I can watch parties again.
Yeah,
we will be
buddy.
in Vegas.
Yeah, buddy.
We will be watching somewhere, and we will be waiting outside to do a possibly even a full podcast
Yeah, so hey,
with
if you guys see us out there, we're gonna probably have our little setup. Come talk to us. We want your take. We're gonna be doing a lot of content on the streets. We want your impressions. We want your opinions. We want it. We want it all.
It doesn't matter how crazy they are either because this is wrestling where crazy opinions become fact.
Yes, the crazier you are, the better. And then Darvis, you see that title behind him. I'm just telling you right now, it is a 24/7 belt. If you pin his ass at any moment, it is yours. But you're not gonna let it
God
go. You're not gonna let
damn.
it go that easy though.
You just signed up Darvis for
I
a
got the
gauntlet.
vision. I got the vision with me.
Damn.
They're right here.
Does that make me Braun Breaker?
Now, bitch. So I'm Bronson Reed.
Yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
you're Bronson
obviously.
Reed. Does that make me
You
Braun
Bronson.
Breaker?
Bro, you fucking Paul Heyman, dog.
He could be Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen.
take all the pins, bro. You take all the pins.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We take Pompa. Your fat ass is you're Bronson Reed, fucking Pompa. That's you, dog.
Oh, damn. This guy just wants to be Braun Breaker.
Hell yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm basically Logan Paul though.
Logan
honestly.
Paul. Okay.
You mean because everybody hates you?
Yeah, dude. Oh god. I get all the hate, especially Vikingo te partó la madre, güey.
Oh.
Well, so, okay, all right. I know that. So, yeah, please come and see us in Vegas and we will talk to you and get your opinions. But you really, really think that, that's true that Vikingo, is actually doing damage to people?
I think people in the locker rooms have definitely brought it up, and he's kind of in that situation where he don't give a fuck because he's not being pushed by WWE. They don't want him. It's just he's really big in Mexico and all over the world because he's Sin Cara. You remember Sin Cara?
Yes.
He'll do shit where bro, you're gonna botch on TV like crazy. He don't give a fuck because that's his style.
Okay.
And that's it. And he's like, bro, you gotta play ball. You want to be on TV. You want to do all this stuff. You have to play ball. There's a certain style in WWE where, people make mistakes, but they're rare. We talk about LA Knight, but really, he's probably had 4 or 5 botches.
Yeah, I mean,
in his whole career.
We give him a lot of shit, but those 4 or 5 botches are not really that big of a
They're
black
not that
mark.
big of a deal.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I wouldn't. I still say he's a bad worker, but it has nothing to do with the botches. I just think it's kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that he sucks. I just don't like.
I'll tell you what, though, he's definitely the best option for succeeding Macho Man Randy Savage in the in the Slim Jim commercials. He's really good at those
He's
Slim
that
Jim
guy.
commercials,
He's that
dude.
guy. You ever had a Slim Jim, Darvis?
Snap it to a Slim
Hell
Jim.
yeah.
Yeah.
Slim Jims are delicious, dude. You know what? Slim Jim, sponsor us. How about that?
Hell yeah.
Just sponsor us.
I would love that.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
Darvis, hit him with the snap it. We should do a commercial of a Slim Jim commercial.
I would do it.
Let's just
you know
shoot
what?
it with the hope that they'll see it.
You know what? Slim Jim, look at my eyes right now because I have an idea. You do a commercial with amateurs like us, right? And it's us doing wrestling moves and we fuck them up terribly. Sorry for my language, but we mess them up terribly. And then we snap into a Slim Jim and then all of a sudden we are able to do them. You can replace us with stunt doubles. You can replace us with actual
Or the
wrestlers
actual
if you
wrestlers,
want.
yeah.
Or the actual wrestlers, yeah. But it would be really funny if amateurs, bad, Slim Jim, good.
Well, I wish you would have snapped into a Slim Jim when you were doing the fucking Stone Cold walk.
all right.
We got it. You guys all saw his walk.
Yeah,
you guys
did.
criticized
You did.
his walk.
You did.
He ain't no Ric Flair on that bitch. He couldn't. Everybody. What was that? What were you doing,
I was selling the walk just like Ric Flair used
bro?
to sell
You were
things,
selling.
dude.
You were selling losing to that treadmill. You literally
I'm
put.
telling you, dude, that treadmill moving at half speed is ridiculous.
You put that treadmill over, dude. That's what you did.
You know what?
You
Fuck
sold.
the treadmill.
You sold to the treadmill.
So
Fuck the treadmill.
Damn.
Well, I
That's
mean,
real Stone Cold right there.
we'll have plenty of chances for you to redeem yourself, guys. In the meantime, please do watch those clips, like those clips. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok. We want to talk to you. We want to see you guys. Like I said, this is more of an experimental podcast, so we're all over the place. So if you do find this clip right now, oh shit, I'm not even. The camera's not even on.
Yeah, I know. You were on me. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Anyways, but if you are out there, you're watching this clip, do everything you can. Like, comment, subscribe. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. You know where to find us. Like, comment, bro. You are the part of it. We want to hear what you got to say. If not, we're gonna come beat your bitch ass. I shouldn't say it like that.
No, you really shouldn't.
I shouldn't. But
We'll clip that out.
But in all seriousness, you guys can search us, but also you can just, if it comes across your feed, just watch. The long form is also up there. The clips are awesome. Eddie does them himself, and that's extremely impressive. Yeah, he's
look,
not.
all we gotta
He's
do-
not very ripped, but you know, he'll
As
get
my
there.
cousin would say, all I do is show up and smile.
oh shit, that's creepy. That's some fucking. You look like the boogeyman in that. The boogeyman. Well, anyways, with that, the boogeyman, we're gonna go to sleep. We'll catch you guys next week. Darvis is gonna be out for a good minute. He's handling some business.
But he'll be back for Mania.
He'll be back before Mania, right? Or
Before Mania. We'll probably have like 2 before it's time for.
Yeah. So we technically right now, if I count them, we have 4 episodes left till actual WrestleMania. That's crazy.
Yep. Obviously, y'all, this is still a wrestling podcast. We're going to talk about wrestling, but you know, I hope you liked the
Lakers thing
sports.
popped up,
yeah,
yeah.
I hope you liked the sports part too, because obviously after Mania season, this is what we're aiming to do, is talk about a lot of things that you guys are into, maybe some stuff that we can put you on. You know, this is what we're here for. So, you know, give us a watch.
We're gonna start reacting to the comments that you guys said, because we're gonna call you out. And
Yeah,
then we're
so
gonna
comment.
live chat you right here. Now beat your bitch at right here, right now. Wait, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
Right?
you really shouldn't say it
Okay,
like
I'm
that, man.
sorry,
That's the
guys.
second time.
Second time.
Strike 2, my guy.
Well,
Looking like Team USA.
oh,
No.
yeah.
Too soon.
Viva Venezuela ganó hoy. A todos los venezolanos, saludos, gracias, bye.
That's not how you bat, Papi.
Darvis, after Venezuela won, he's I'm not black puppy. Peace. Later, guys.
Thanks, everybody.